sir, we're the one called. Okay, they have a $15.99 special unlimited. Me and my sister both got one, and then we ordered dessert.
You called?
Yeah, we called because the man told us, because I gave a plate of shrimp to my brother. He told us we gotta pay for him eating. That's not what they special say. If you go look at their menu, it don't tell you. That's like you eating and you give something to your sister or your friend. It don't tell you nowhere on there if you share the food. Then they charge us 15. It say unlimited.
Right.
He told us because we share food. They charged us for every person that ate at the table. You can't do that because it don't say that.
Hey, this is Raulh of Please Act Right. Just for clarity, in case you didn't catch it, the women called the police because the advertisement says $15.99 all you can eat. The two women paid for themselves, but the guy standing here didn't pay. She gives some of her food to him, and the manager tells her she can't do that. Now, that's not why I want you to watch this video. I want you to watch the behavior of the two women and watch how this escalates when the officer gives a lawful command to the woman in the red shirt and a guy who comes out flipping off at the mouth to these two women.
Talking about some, well, I'm telling you,
And the girl behind us will tell you, you can't tell us if we ordering it. It don't say if this only for one person. It say $15.99 per person unlimited. It don't say $15.99.
Well, what do you think it is?
So how many of you all already know that you don't call the police for this, you take it up with management, and if that doesn't work, you call the corporate office.
But no, sir, he told us because he ate, I gave him my plate of shrimp. He told me he charged because he seen our shrimp. You can't tell me if I don't want to eat something, then I can't give it to nobody.
To play the system. I get where you're coming from.
But they know we wasn't.
Okay, you're paying $15.99, so 3 adults can eat the one.
It's multiple things. It's endless.
15, but I'm thinking myself.
But it's endless. It
doesn't say
they limit how much you can get. It doesn't say that, though, sir. They should say that. I'm gonna be honest. If you saying that, you should say per person. It doesn't say per person.
Now watch this.
$15.99 per person. It says it right there.
It says it right on the menu. Now, if the cop could find it by looking at it in a couple of minutes, why didn't they see it? Now watch how they change gears. Her initial complaint for calling the police was for the $15.99 issue, meaning you can't share the food with someone who did not pay.
Okay, that's one thing. That's what they said. And for us 3 adults,
Okay.
we ordered the kids some.
He's sitting here insulting me, talking about we're fucking savages. To speak on, and I'm saying nothing to me. Because if I go in your shit,
That's enough. Are you being warned for disorderly conduct?
Now the cop told the guy who said something to them, that's enough or you'll get arrested for disorderly conduct. So the guy who was completely out of line for saying anything derogatory towards these two women, because the cop was handling it now, closed his mouth and kept it moving. He obeyed the lawful order. Now watch how the one woman responds to the same command. Fellas, pay close attention.
Oh, I'm wrong. Wait, hold on. I got the right to say what the fuck I want. He can say
If she doesn't shut up, she's going to jail.
Oh, I'm going to jail. Just ain't no fucking let it go. Because guess what?
I'm telling you one more time. One more time.
Shut up. It's not worth it, G.
Notice how the boyfriend and the other young lady is telling her to shut up, along with the police officer who says if she don't pipe down, she's going to jail. But she just keeps going off.
Get the fuck off me. I can say what the fuck I want. If I come in there and put my shit down and he gets to talking to me crazy, I got to myself. Just please shut up. Right. You want to do all this, but you don't want to say nothing to him for disrespecting me.
Look at what you're doing.
I went in there and put my drink down. In the minute.
And because she won't calm down and stop running her mouth, guess what happens?
Get him now. Get him.
Borders, when I talk, I want you
Please, sir. Please, can I talk to you? Please, get something to tell now.
Off to jail she goes. Now keep in mind, the guy who said something that came out of the door is on his way to the comforts of his own home because he closed his mouth and went on about his way. I'm not making excuses for him because he should have kept his mouth closed in the first place. But the point I'm making is he's not going to jail.
Please, sir, no, please. They on my thing. Please, sir, please, can I talk to you? Please.
Take the keys. No, she's going to jail.
I'm going to jail because I had something to say about somebody.
Please, woo, just
please, I'm going with you. But please, sir, me, because I had something to say about him disrespecting me. Because I had something to say about him disrespecting me.
Get in the car.
I gotta go to jail because I had something to say about him disrespecting me.
Okay, so now you're gonna be resisting, right?
I'm not resisting.
Then get in the car!
But you're really telling me I'm going to jail because I had something to say about him
Yeah,
disrespecting
you were
me?
yelling. I told you to be quiet.
So for all you young fellas out there that don't know any better, this behavior from a woman is one of the biggest red flags. Never get romantically involved with a woman who won't close her mouth. You shouldn't even be friends with a woman who can't control her emotion and doesn't know when to shut up. She's about to go to jail and she's still running her mouth. So far, she's being charged with disorderly conduct and disobeying a lawful order. And now the cop is threatening to add resisting arrest.
I gave her 3 chances.
Because you being very aggressive and rude, and all I'm doing is trying to take it out when
Listen,
you get done.
how many chances did I give her?
I know, but I asked her. Sir, when I asked her, I said, when he done, can I talk to her? She being aggressive with me. Back up and do it after. All I'm asking is when you're done, can I talk to
Yes,
you?
absolutely.
But she was doing
But you're
too much
inhibiting my
yourself.
job right now, okay?
I wasn't admitting your job. I was back. But I said, when you're done.
You're getting in my...
can I-
All right, so listen, okay, that's
All
fine.
I was asking, can I talk to you when you was done?
And now she's about to prove the same point of me making this video, not knowing when to be quiet and listen. Gentlemen, this is a bad trait in a woman.
I don't think I was wrong because I'm not in your space. I'm not trying to stop you. I'm just asking, could I talk to you? That's all I was asking her when you were done.
Listen, you're done. You're talking to me now.
All I'm asking.
So what happened with inside?
The man.
Now remember, they said that they called the police about the $15.99 per person ordeal. But now that her sister's about to go to jail, watch how now all of a sudden they want to talk about how they were being so disrespected by the manager. Why wasn't that mentioned earlier when the cop first showed up?
Thank you. That man was very disrespectful. It wasn't even about paying the bill. It's how he was talking to her.
The man that walked out.
No, this man. No, that man said something about what happened. But she was our witness. That man was very... It wasn't about paying the bill. It's a way to say everything, sir.
Okay.
It's a process. That man was very disrespectful.
How much did you pay?
We hadn't paid anything.
You
And he
haven't paid
actually
yet?
went up on the bill because it was less than that. It was actually $115 actually started. So I tell her to shut up.
So the other woman that's in the police car who's about to go to jail is still running her mouth. Unbelievable.
She's already going to
Can
jail.
you ask her? Can I ask her to be quiet?
No, she's...
No, I'm just saying until y'all get what she wants to ask her to.
So, listen, as far as the bill...
The bill is going to be paid. The bill is going to be
Because,
paid.
I mean, you've seen it. It's
I see that now. I see that now. But all I'm just asking.
What's... I mean, you... Put your ID on your coat.
Yes, he can gladly get it. All it was is when the man came to the table, we were saying like,
You felt he was being disrespectful to you?
He was. He wasn't no felt. The way he said it, you mother come here and did it. Like she said, the girl was our witness, and it wasn't even that he asked. Is how it's a way to say everything. And like I told him, you want your job. You are management of a restaurant. That's not how you talk to people.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
You could say something within a manner that you don't want people to get crazy on you.
Absolutely, especially if there's people around. I get where you're
coming from. And that's when that dude that came out, he was sitting behind. My thing was, I felt my sister. You didn't hear what he said at the table. The girl was actually sitting behind and hear what he said to her. So he didn't understand when I got up, and I'm going to be honest, I said something. You're not going to talk to me like that. It's a way to say you don't have to be disrespectful. You're choosing to be, it's a difference. You're choosing to be disrespectful.
Absolutely.
And I told him, I'm going to call 911 for you.
So now she's saying she called 911 because the manager was being disrespectful. But when the officer showed up, all she was talking about was the $15.99, didn't say per person.
You guys were under the impression that it was $15.99, not per person.
But it's okay that we know that now.
Okay.
Even when he said that or whatever the case may be.
All she had to do would just be quiet and cooperative.
But
how many chances did I give her?
You did, but sir, you was quick to arrest her too at the same time.
I can't allow screaming.
That man was disrespectful to her. He came out the door saying, y'all are savages. Not him, the man that was in the black shirt. He said, y'all are ratchet and stuff. You said right there when the man came out the door and told us she were savages and ratchet. He did say that. And she said, but it's okay that he said what he said and walking away. And he did though, he kept talking.
But your sister was running her mouth so much that even if the guy said something else and walked away, the cop was so focused on her because she was yelling. Now let's fast forward and watch her sister and the boyfriend try to convince the cop to let Miss Loudmouth go.
He said, "Officer, have a good night," and he walked away.
No, he didn't.
After I told her to
No,
be,
he didn't.
listen, I'm not going to get into an argument with.
I know you're not, but no, he didn't. When you said be quiet, he was still talking, calling us savages and ratchet as he walked away. Then he told you to have a good night.
And this right here is the biggest part of the reason why I wanted you guys to watch this video. Look how cool, calm, and collect the boyfriend of the woman who's in handcuffs is. He tried, along with the other young lady who is her sister, to get the girlfriend to close her mouth, but she wouldn't listen.
No, not
Why?
I gave her 3 chances.
Who's paying?
I was gonna say
She could go in there and stay.
Yeah.
nothing. Please.
No. I can't.
Please don't.
At this point, no.
So where are y'all taking her?
Porter County Jail. So, I mean, you've seen it on the menu. It's $15.99 per person. You've seen it, right?
I saw that. No, I didn't. I thought it was the same.
I know you guys are under the wrong impression. Like, sir, like, as far as her, I don't know if that's, who is that to you? Girlfriend? All right.
The takeaway that I want you guys to get from this video is this. If you're dealing with a woman who cannot or will not manage her emotions and control her mouth, even when a cop is telling her that if she don't shut up, she's going to jail, are you sure this is the type of woman you want to continue dating?
Well, she's going to be taken for disorderly conduct, all right? I mean, you've seen her. 3 chances, man.
I would just say, like, why come other people aren't being talked to as well? For example,
When I told them to be quiet, they walked away. And be quiet. How many times did I tell your girlfriend to be quiet?
But what about them being in there? That's what I'm saying.
Sir, I can't do anything about that in there. I didn't witness it.
I know. I'm just saying the only reason that she went back in there is because they told her she had to because of what was in her hand. And they come and gaslight. I just feel like that's considered gaslighting and or antagonizing an issue that's already there. Because I know for a fact, like that's not a normal response. That's somebody antagonizing.
Like, I get why you'd be upset about that.
I was just like,
I get that. And I can get why she'd be pissed off about that.
And
I would be too. But at the same time, it's just like, listen, I told them, listen, be quiet and get out of here. And he did so. How many times did I tell her to be quiet? I get that, dude. But we can't have this like screaming, especially when I tell you 3 times, be quiet. I looked at you and I was like, dude, come on, I have to do my job. Disturbing the peace.
There can't be a warning. This is never, like, that's what I'm saying. This is the first time any of this is even happening as far as first, that's how I look at it, like a first offense. Usually stuff like that can get resolved where they say, just don't come back here again, stuff like that.
At this point,
I'm just saying, why couldn't that be better?
Because I gave her 3 warnings. And that's more than I usually get. Usually you get your 1 warning for disorderly conduct, and then I gave her 3 opportunities.
You guys, or just
it's just impersonal, disorderly conduct. You're disturbing the peace.
This type of woman can be very dangerous. She can keep running her mouth after you told her over and over again to be quiet, and can put you in a situation where others will bring harm to not only her, but to you as well. And that harm could also mean your demise. Should the cop let her off and not take her to jail? No. Why? Because she needs to learn this lesson, and she needs to learn it now. Running off at the mouth can have negative consequences. So her going to jail could be a lesson learned, hopefully. But fellas, if you see this type of behavior in a woman that you're dating early on, that she doesn't know how to control her emotions or her mouth, even when a cop is threatening to take her to jail, how do you think she's going to act with you when adversity comes? Seriously, you may want to let her go and find a woman that can control herself. It could mean the difference between your life and your death. Hey, somebody had to tell you, and I love you, so it might as well be me. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. I post a new video every week. And in the meantime, will you please act right and date a woman who can control her emotions and close her mouth when the time calls for it. My name is Raulh. See you in another video.
Problem solving and conflict resolution in relationships nowadays be blocked because of can't manage their emotions, right? And just hear me out. You ever seen a go on an emotional rant where they saying all kind of shit, and when it's over, they don't realize how much damage they done because they were just running off at the mouth. They don't see like they ruining everything by this rambling and going on. And see, some of y'all, you was never told by the, the people that raised you about there's a time and a place for shit. So a lot of times you be done said too much at the wrong time, or you don't know when to shut the fuck up in certain conversations. But there is a way to respond to where you don't make stuff worse than what it already is for yourself. Because everything you say and do when you get upset comes from an emotional space.
Do you have anything to say?
No, I just want to go home with my kids.
I'm patting you down.
I'm turning around because you hurt me.
No, I did not.
Okay, you just turned me again. I'm turning when you move.
Because you keep turning, girl. Congratulations. Can I go home?
Negative.
So,
Spread your legs.
I did spread my legs. You taught me.
Yeah, you have a listening problem. I don't have a listening problem.
Who's transporter? Jay?
Oh, actually,
So if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these 2 videos right here. I'm sure you'll enjoy them too. And if you like, you can visit my channel. I have plenty of videos there. Go ahead. Don't be scared.